Lovely colouring friends, my name's Amanda and this is my channel Amanda Colours. Emerald is here with me again today and she wants to say hello, and we are really excited to share with you my completed pages for the months of September and October. I haven't been doing a whole lot of colouring, but I do have some pages to show you, which is lots of fun. But before I do that, I wanted to remind you about the colouring planners. So these are the colouring planners that I designed and created, and they are specifically designed for people who love to colour. So they aren't just everyday planners that have some colouring pages, they're actually geared towards planning your colouring. So this is the standard edition and it is available on Amazon. It's glue bound. It has all the same content as this one, which is the premium edition, but it is a bit smaller and it is a bit more affordable. So links for these will be down in the description. And this is the premium version, which is ring bound, and it has tabs and it has beautiful thick quality paper, and there are full flip throughs of these on the channel, and I will link to those up in the description, up in the iCards and down in the description. But the stock on the premium is getting super low, so if you want it, if you would like it for a Christmas present, if you want to give it to friends or family as a Christmas present, I really recommend you get in quick because I would hate for you to miss out. The standard planner is unlimited, so it will be available as long as we like because Amazon print them to order. So let's get into it. I don't have a whole heap. I just have a few books here, and I am going to start from the smallest. And let's zoom in. So this book here is The Little Book of Mindful Patterns by Ella Rose, and this was gifted to me. You can see it in a previous video. I will link to that up in the iCards as well. And in October, I think it was, no, September, I decided to use the palette from the AC Palette Challenge that I host and colour this page. I just wanted to do something really simple. I have really been struggling with my physical and mental health. I've had a lot of stress with various things, so I just wanted something really simple. So I coloured this with my Staedtler dual tip markers. They are water-based markers, so they do bleed through a little bit, but not like alcohol markers do. But yeah, it was just fun to do a really simple little page like that. Then we have this book here, and this is Naughty Puppies by Miss Shell, who is actually a lovely friend of mine who lives in the same area that I do here in Australia. And we are colouring in this book in the Colour Down Under Facebook group that I host, and it is for colourists in Australia and New Zealand. And we are doing 2 pages out of this every month. And so in September, we did this page. In September, I decided to do this was October. I decided to do a couple of colouring sort of trends that I had seen. And this trend is called the messy or the chaos colouring trend. And basically, you kind of just colour with your markers and don't worry about going over the lines. And as long as you kind of choose colours that complement each other well, it seems to work well. I've done a few pages in this style. I did also use some Tooly Art acrylic markers to do some extra details in different spots as well, which was a lot of fun. I'm really quite happy with how that turned out. And then next up we have Enchanted Faces. So if you've been on the channel for a while, you might have noticed this hasn't been around for a while. My lovely friend Megan from Meg's Colouring Corner and I have been doing this as a project book together, but we did take a year off because Meg had a lot of things going on in her personal life and wasn't really colouring, but we are getting back into it, and that's really exciting because we're actually really close to finishing the book. Meg chooses a page and I choose a page, and then we colour both of them during the month. So there's this one here, which I, again, am really happy with the outcome. I love rainbows, and I also love bumblebees. So I kind of combined those colors, and I used my Copic markers and then the shiny color glitter gel pens for the border there and for some other bits like the wings and the sparkles around her. So that is my version of the page, and this is Meg's. And she's done a beautiful job too, and they turned out very different, which is a reason why I really enjoyed doing buddy colors. I love seeing how different people interpret the same pages. So then the second page we did was this one here, a mermaid girl. And I'm not really sure why, but I decided to give her brown to purple gradient hair. And I kept the color palette really simple. And again, my Copic markers, my Artex white gel pen, and shiny color gel pens for the border to give it some glitter. So that's mine, and this is Meg's. Again, she did a beautiful job, and they're quite different. But I'm really looking forward to continuing this with Meg, so I'm really excited that we're back into this. We have our 2 pages picked out for this month, and I'm looking forward to colouring them. Next we have Doggy Doodles, and you might notice something a little bit different. I actually decided, well, it was sparked by my Sea of Colours book, which isn't in this room at the moment, but because I've been colouring in it for over a year, every month, probably more than 2 years now actually, the cover was starting to go a bit strange. Like there's like a matte sort of texture, and I don't know, something was going weird. So I thought, oh, I should probably cover it so that I can protect it for the rest of the time I'm colouring in it. And I had seen people use these really fun holographic type of plastic adhesive coverings on sticker sheets that they create. And I thought, oh, that would look so cute on the Sea of Colours cover because, you know, it's underwater, it's sparkly. So I bought a pack of some different ones, and I decided to cover the Doggy Doodles book too, as well, because I am colouring in this a lot as part of my hashtag as well. So yeah, it's lots of fun. I just thought that was fun. So I just thought I'd mention that. Now, I have done some catching up in this book. No, I've done some extra colouring in this book. This is for my hashtag AC Doggy Doodles that I do every month. But I decided to do some of the extra pages in October. So I did the title page, and all of these will be done with my Copic markers, my Artex white gel pen, and also the shiny color metallic pens for some extra bits there. And then I did the nameplate page, and the blue in the background there is all shiny, which is fun. And then we have, so this was our October page for the hashtag, and I don't know why, but I just decided to do all colours from the RV colour family in my Copic markers. So that's red, violet, so there's sort of purpley, reddy, pinky colours, and I think it's fun. So that's that page, and there is some glitteriness, there we go, on the flowers and things down there. And then this was the Space Timber page. Yeah, so that was in September. And again, Copic markers, and I had so much fun. I don't know if you can see, but I've actually done like purples and blues and greys and things in the sky. It's not just all the one color, so that was a lot of fun. And then what else do we have? We have some of the back pages here. So again, just some Copic markers and little bits of sparkly gel pen. And this one, I think there's another one, but I haven't tagged it. Oh no, that was a page I did last year for Neon November, and we're round to November again. So yeah, so I got a few pages in there done, which is great. Next up is Daydreams by Gabby Wolf, and This is for a full book colour along in the Facebook group that Meg's Colouring Corner and I co-host together, which is called Colour With Us. The link for the group will be down in the description, along with the Colour Down Under Australia and New Zealand group, and you're welcome to join those. I do just ask that you answer the questions when you request to join. We're trying to make sure we don't have lots of spam and things like that going on in the group. We recently finished our first full book colour along, and we have just done in September was the first month, October was the second month in this book. So if you're wanting to join in, you are more than welcome. We're only up to the third page, but the page we coloured in September was this one. And I was just trying again to do something a little bit different. It's kind of like that Naughty Puppies page where you have the light, the warm light and the cool light. I was trying to use opposite colours. So I have purple and yellow, orange and blue, pink and green, and then so like a warm pink and a warm green, and then I tried a cool pink and a cool green. I like it. It's not amazing, but I also used some glittery markers for glittery pens for the frames there. So that's cute. But then this one I'm really happy with. This one is the October page, and I did the messy colouring style again, or the chaos colouring style. And as you can see, I actually went messier with it. So I didn't worry if the background was patchy. I, kind of really coloured over the lines more than I did in the other one that I did. And I'm really, really happy with it. I did more with, these are actually the Mirandy gel pens instead of the acrylic markers on this one. So it was so much fun, and just, again, you kind of want to make sure you keep a fairly cohesive colour palette, but you can just go for it. Like I've done bits of purple and bits of blue in the tomatoes, and I've done bits of green in the watering can and the shovel and things like that. So that kind of helps give that messy look, but I really, really enjoy it. I think I will be doing this style more because it's just so much fun. So that's Daydreams by Gabby Wolf. Then I did a buddy colour with my beautiful friend Shell. She actually bought this book for me, which is really sweet, and sent it to me. Capybara Cuties by Rob Parkinson. And the page we decided to do was this one because it was September and the first month of spring in Australia. Aren't they adorable? Like, capybaras are just the cutest things. Again, my Copic markers and just my Artex white gel pen. I haven't used any glitter or anything like that. Really, really happy with it. I think it's cute. And this is Shell's page, which is also adorable, and she's done a great job colouring it. So thanks not only for the book, Shell, but thanks for colouring with me, and we'll have to do another page together in it soon. Then we have the Frogs and Friends colour along that I also co-host with my friend Megan from Meg's Colouring Corner. And this is in volume 2 of Frogs and Friends by Chris Reiniak. And anyone who would like to can join in. We run it on Instagram and in our Facebook group. The September page was this one, and I think it's adorable. Just a little frog eating a cheese sandwich, and it's just so cute. My stepfather, before he passed away, used to eat tomato soup with grilled cheese sandwiches, and I guess I must have been thinking of him because, well, September is also his birthday month, so I guess I was thinking of him. Yeah, I kind of made the frog feel a little bit like a tomato, not really. Used warm, toasty kind of colours, and yeah, I think it's really cute. And then for October, we have this one here with the little guy riding on a mushroom. I decided to make it feel rainbow and magical and fun. And again, both of them were done with my Copic markers and my Artex white gel pen. I think I have also, yes I have. Have I? Yeah, it's kind of soaked into the paper, but there is some glittery pen on the mushroom details there as well. And last up, we have Girl Power. Now, I actually did a bunch of pages in here. I was so enjoying just doing color by numbers. Sometimes I go through these phases where I just really enjoy not actually having to think about the colors and the design and all of that in coloring pages, and I was just really, really enjoying it. So I'll take you through the pages I did. We have this one, which is the Muses from, I was going to say Pocahontas, from Hercules. And I used my, well, I've had them for a while, but I haven't actually used them. The Guang acrylic markers, and I really like them. They give such a great finish. You do have to do a bunch of layers, but I have just discovered that you have to do that with any acrylic markers. I did also, for the parts of the really light colors, I did also actually do a layer of white first and let that dry, and that worked. But you can still see, I don't know if you can actually, but in real life you can still see the numbers and the lines in behind there. But yeah, it gives such a great finish. It's so smooth and so even, and for the price, I am really impressed with them. I actually prefer them over the Tooly Art markers, which were my favorite. So I feel like that's a pretty big deal. Then I also did this one, which is just adorable. We actually used to have a Cavalier King Charles Spaniel many years ago, and she was the sweetest dog. So I've always really loved Lady, and a baby version of Lady, yes please, that's just adorable. And as you can see, the colors are just really lovely. I did have to do quite a number of layers over the big areas, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but it is kind of a little bit patchy still, but so much better than other markers I have. I will say I do still like the Tooly Art for doing finer areas, so I use those for the little bits of outline and that sort of thing. Then I also did Kanga and Roo, which again, adorable, really, really, really cute. Just, there's beautiful colors that they've chosen in this book too, and I think that's one of the reasons why I really like the Girl Power book. And then the last one is Daisy, and my mum actually chose this one. I just felt like colouring another page and couldn't decide, and I said, Mum, choose a page for me, and she chose this one because she knows it's all colours that I really love. So she's adorable too. Really, really cute. And you can probably see more here, maybe, the lines and numbers underneath, but yeah, I'm still working out the best way to do those. So that's actually everything that I coloured in the last 2 months. Yeah, lots of fun pages, not as many as I used to colour. Some of my own hashtags I didn't even get to, but I am just trying to enjoy the colouring process again and not put pressure on myself, because I do that far too much. So, as always, I would love to know which page was your favourite that I coloured and showed you in this video, and leave any questions and comments you have below. I will link to everything that I can in the description, and then I will see you in the next video. Bye.